All right, Troy here with Backdoor Adventures, and it's June 20th and 8 o'clock at night, and we are about to embark on section 28 and 29 of the Continental Divide Trail. And we're parked off the highway here. We got to walk up the highway about 1/8 of a mile and find the trail. Hiking a couple of miles and find a campsite for the night. So 50 miles up to Highway 64, and about 4 days later. All right, it is June 22nd, and we camped just down this trail here below these cliffs. And as you can see, this is wasn't able to see last night, but it's kind of high desert scrub, you know, foothill type of vegetation before we start heading into the mountains. So we'll probably see this most of the day. But it's my birthday today, so happy birthday to me, and we're gonna have a good day. Find some water. Yeah, so as you can see, you know, we're still in Utah-like country, and we are gaining elevation. However, it will be kind of cool to move from one zone to another as we increase elevation. So, having a great time.
Let's get it.
All right, day 2, and we're maybe about let's see, 15, 16, 17 and a half miles in. We're at about 9,500 feet-ish. Had a very long night in the tent, so finally cleared up and stopped raining, and wind calmed down right around dark, and then it got cold. We had frost on our tent in the morning, and so got an early start. A little brisk this morning, feels great. We're gonna have a great day. 13 miles. second full day of hiking. And made technically our third camp right along this stream. Can't beat this. There's Bill. We played little cards earlier. Trying out some clothes. Got our campsite set up over here. Pretty sweet. Alright, day 3 on the CDT. Morning, everybody. It's the 24th, right?
Sure.
Yes. And we had a nice campsite last night, and I had some intestinal issues. I think are fairly resolved by now. And but cold night, very cold last night. And we're gonna do about 12.5. Hopefully leave us about 9.5 tomorrow. And yeah, have a good time today. Okay, well, we stopped for the day. Did about 13 miles, just under, and we're camped next to Rio Balecitos, pretty good sized creek, and kind of sitting under some big pines that probably a lot of people camp under, but we elected to set up camp just a little bit outside this area. As you can see, out in the open a little bit. Got a campfire over there. So, gonna relax because we got some uphill battles going on tomorrow to get back to the truck. So, later. question to you. Where did you eat lunch? All right, final thoughts on the last day of our 4-day trip here up in northern New Mexico on the CDT, sections 28 and 29. Let's talk a little bit about distance. We did 2 on Friday night just to get in off the road. Then we did 13, then 14, then 13, and then 9. Comes up to around 52, which is pretty close, give or take a point or so. The trails, you know, 60% road, 40% trails. However, of that 60% road, probably half of those are really old, logging type roads. So, you're almost like you're on a trail, and you can walk side by side on a lot of these trails, which is nice if you're trying to converse. When you're trying to step off, 13 miles a day, it's nice to have some company. Terrain, we start down in the kind of the scrub, high desert, low pine type of terrain, kind of rocky, almost Utah-like. Then work our way up into what I like to call the northern Arizona type of pine tree forest environment. And then finally, as you can see, we're working our way into some high country, going into Colorado. Very nice up here from, I think it's called Continental Lakes north, probably the best section, which is pretty much section 29. Camping, didn't really have any problems with camping. You guys are going to camp where you find the camp spot, just like we all do. We kind of lucked out, had some good camp spots. We did have one with some cattle to deal with, but other than that, camping was not a problem. Water, again, most of the water is on the maps. It's going to be where they're going to be on the maps. We had a lot of moisture this year, so a lot more water. But we didn't have any worries, even though you always worry about it. But sometimes dry seasons, off seasons, you might not find. But the main water sources are going to be there. Otherwise, really encourage anybody to get out and do these 2 sections. Not too bad. You start off around 8,500, no, 7,600, and work your way up to around 10,001, 10,003, something like that. And then, but it's undulating. So, it's a CDT. What do you want, right? So, anyway, hey guys, get out there, take a hike.
So what's today, Troy? Your 32nd birthday?
22nd.
22nd.
Yes.
You look good for your age.
Yes, I do.
Happy birthday, buddy.